It was supposed to be a night of elegance and generosity. But for Daniel Hayes, a single dad from Ohio, it turned into a night of quiet humiliation until one unexpected act of kindness turned his entire life around. He never thought he'd step foot into a grand ballroom filled with crystal chandeliers, sparkling gowns, and tuxedos. He felt completely out of place. Yet, he was there for his daughter. What Daniel didn't know was that this night would not only change his future but remind everyone in that room what true kindness really looks like. Before we dive into this emotional story, make sure to subscribe to your channel name for more heartfelt stories like this one. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video to spread positivity and remind others that kindness still matters. Now, let's begin. Daniel Hayes was a 34-year-old mechanic from Columbus, Ohio. After losing his wife, Emily, to cancer 3 years ago, he was left to raise their 7-year-old daughter, Lily, on his own. Every morning, Daniel would pack Lily's lunch, tie her shoes, and kiss her forehead before heading to the auto shop. He worked long hours, barely making ends meet, but he never let his little girl see how tired he really was. Lily was the light in his life. She was bright, kind, and endlessly curious. One day, her school announced a charity gala to raise funds for children's medical care. Lily came home with sparkling eyes, holding an invitation. "Daddy, can we go?" They said it helps kids like Mom was. Daniel looked at the gold-trimmed paper inside. The ticket price alone was more than he could spare. But the way Lily looked at him with so much hope made his heart ache. "We'll find a way, sweetheart," he said softly. And he meant it. Over the next few weeks, Daniel took on extra work fixing cars after hours, delivering parts on weekends. Finally, he managed to buy 2 tickets. He borrowed a suit from his neighbor, and Lily wore a simple blue dress her dad had altered himself. When the night of the gala arrived, Daniel parked his old pickup far from the valet line, holding Lily's tiny hand as they walked toward the glowing ballroom. Inside, chandeliers sparkled like stars, and the air smelled of perfume and champagne. They were clearly out of place. People turned to stare. A few smiled politely, but others whispered behind manicured hands. One woman in diamonds murmured, "Who invited them?" Another man chuckled, "Must have taken a wrong turn on the way to the repair shop." Daniel heard it all, but he kept his head up. He was there for Lily. She didn't notice the stairs, she was too busy admiring the ice sculptures and the big chocolate fountain. As the evening went on, the host of the gala took the stage. She was none other than Olivia Montgomery, a billionaire philanthropist known for her charm, intelligence, and unmatched generosity. Dressed in a sleek silver gown, she welcomed everyone with warmth. "Tonight," she said, "we're here to make a difference. Every dollar raised will help save lives. Let's show the world that compassion is still the greatest form of wealth." The crowd cheered, glasses clinked, and the auction began: paintings, jewelry, luxury vacations. Bids shot up into the thousands. Daniel watched quietly, amazed. He knew he couldn't afford any of it, but Lily was fascinated. Then came a surprise announcement. Next, Olivia smiled, "We have a special item. Not something you can hold, but something you can feel. A dinner with one of tonight's guests who embodies kindness and heart." The audience buzzed with curiosity. "We asked our staff to pick someone deserving," she continued, "and they chose Mr. Daniel Hayes." The spotlight turned to him. Daniel froze. The crowd turned, murmuring in surprise. He felt the blood rush to his face. I think there's been a mistake," he stammered. But the host smiled kindly. "No mistake, Mr. Hayes. We learned about your story, your dedication as a single father, your generosity helping others at your shop, fixing cars for free for struggling neighbors. You remind us what this night is truly about." Lily beamed up at her dad, clapping. Daniel stood awkwardly as the bidding began. At first, it was quiet. Then, someone snickered. "A dinner with a mechanic? How quaint." Laughter rippled through the tables. Daniel wanted to disappear. He squeezed Lily's hand, wishing he could shield her from the cruelty. Then, a calm, confident voice broke through the noise. $100,000. The room fell silent. Olivia Montgomery had raised her hand. Every head turned. The auctioneer blinked. 100,000 going once. 200, Olivia added, smiling. I believe kindness is priceless. Gasps spread through the ballroom. No one else dared to bid. The hammer fell. As applause filled the room, Daniel stood frozen, speechless. Olivia walked toward him gracefully, her silver gown shimmering under the lights. She extended her hand. Mr. Hayes, would you and your daughter join me for dinner tomorrow evening? Lily's eyes widened. You mean, with you? Olivia laughed softly. Yes, sweetheart. With me. That night, as they left the gala, Daniel was still in disbelief. Daddy, Lily whispered, did she really spend all that money just to have dinner with us? He smiled gently. I guess some people see things others can't, Lily. The next evening, Daniel drove Lily to Olivia's estate, a beautiful mansion overlooking the city. They were greeted not by formality, but warmth. Olivia met them at the door, wearing jeans and a soft sweater. Come in, she said. No suits tonight. Just family. Dinner was simple, homemade pasta and salad. But the conversation flowed easily. Olivia asked Daniel about his life, his late wife, and his work. She listened with genuine care. When Lily talked about her dream of becoming a doctor like her mom, Olivia's eyes softened. You have her spirit, she told the little girl. And I think your dad is one of the bravest men I've ever met. For the first time in years, Daniel didn't feel small or out of place. He felt seen. Over the next few months, Olivia stayed in touch. She visited Daniel's shop, sometimes bringing coffee or lunch. She even helped fund a program for single parents who needed car repairs to get to work. Everyone deserves a chance to move forward, she said. Daniel's small auto shop began to thrive. And as for him and Olivia, their friendship deepened into something beautiful. They weren't from the same world, but kindness built a bridge between them. One crisp autumn evening, Daniel found himself at the same ballroom again, this time standing beside Olivia as co-hosts of the annual charity gala. The chandeliers sparkled just as before, but everything felt different. He looked out at the crowd and began to speak. A year ago, I stood in this room feeling like I didn't belong. But one act of kindness changed my life. Kindness doesn't care about status or money, it only cares about hearts. And when we choose to see each other, really see each other, we make the world a little brighter. The crowd stood in applause. After the event, Lily ran up and hugged them both. Mom would be proud, she whispered. Daniel smiled, holding her close. Olivia reached out, taking his other hand. In that moment, surrounded by light and love, Daniel realized something profound. Sometimes, kindness doesn't just heal hearts. It brings them together. Kindness doesn't need grand gestures or deep pockets. It can start with a single moment, standing up for someone, believing in them, or seeing their worth when others don't. Daniel's story reminds us that compassion has the power to change lives in ways we could never imagine. So the next time you see someone struggling, remember, your kindness might just be the miracle they've been waiting for. If this story touched your heart, subscribe to your channel name, like, and share this video. Leave a comment below telling us how kindness has changed your life. Let's keep spreading hope, one story at a time.